Have you ever imagined a ship vanishing into thin air? Can you picture a vessel of war not just becoming invisible, but teleporting across space or appearing miles away in an instant? What if I told you this isn't science fiction, but a story whispered in classified files and shadowy corners of naval history? Let me take you back to 1943, to the Philadelphia Naval Shipyard. The world is at war, and the US Navy is desperate for an edge something. Anything that can shift the balance in their favor. A top-secret project is set in motion, inspired by the ideas of none other than Albert Einstein. The goal: to render a warship invisible not just to radar, but to the naked eye. The USS Eldridge, a newly commissioned destroyer escort, she would become the centerpiece of what would later be called the Philadelphia Experiment. According to those who claim to have witnessed it, the ship was fitted with powerful electromagnetic generators, coils wrapped around her hull. Scientists and engineers, cloaked in secrecy, activated the equipment on a day like any other until it wasn't. With the flip of a switch, the generators roared to life. A greenish-blue fog began to swirl around the Eldridge. Then came the humming, the vibration, the distortion of the very air itself, and then, silence. The Eldridge was gone. Not hidden, not cloaked, but completely gone. Witnesses at the dock reportedly panicked. Radio signals couldn't reach the ship. And then, as suddenly as it had vanished, the Eldridge reappeared. But something was wrong. Terribly wrong. Some crew members were missing. Others were burned, disoriented, and then there were those who were found fused into the metal of the ship itself, screaming in agony, their bodies partially embedded in steel. Even stranger, reports surfaced from Norfolk, Virginia, over 200 miles away, of the USS Eldridge appearing briefly in the harbor before vanishing again. Teleportation? A glitch in The Navy, of course, denied everything. Officially, the Philadelphia experiment never happened. The Eldridge's logs were clean. The technology was impossible. But the rumors didn't stop. Testimonies from supposed crew members emerged. Leaked documents, stories that matched too closely to ignore. So, what really happened in Philadelphia? Was it an experimental attempt at electromagnetic stealth gone horribly wrong? A government cover-up of time-space manipulation? Or simply an elaborate myth fueled by fear, misunderstanding, and Cold War paranoia? One thing is certain: the Philadelphia experiment continues to haunt the borderlands of science and conspiracy. A story too strange to believe, and too detailed to dismiss. Because sometimes, the line between reality and the impossible is thinner than we think.